Adam Lipscombe, congratulations. You're now one of the newest members of the 128 onto the PDC tour. Just describe, first of all, how it feels to get through Q school and be in that position now.
It feels great, mate. Yeah, so it's been hard work. 7 days of hell, I'd say it is. But to say well, I was only doing 3 days originally, but then got the call back. But yeah, it's good. It feels good now. It's sunk in a lot now. So
I was going to say the emotions were pretty raw when you'd got that tour card a few days ago, and we saw your interview with the PDC. Is it settled in a little bit more now? What you've got ahead of you the next couple of years?
yeah, I still think it's good to say it's going to be it's going to be mad, but it's just got to do it now. That's what I've always wanted. So I sort of no, I just didn't think I was going to get one. So it's still a bit mad.
I spoke to a few players this week, some that have played the all 7 days and some that just played the second stage. Looking back on it, do you think it was an advantage or a disadvantage to play those first 3 days?
I think it'd be a lot better coming into it in the second stage because the first 3 days are brutal, really. It's like I think it worked out. It was like 220 odd people or 200 odd people go home.
Yeah.
It's just if you say I don't last year, you spend all that money to get into it, and then there's 240 people or whatever it is, ain't gonna go through to the next stage. It's quite gutting when you do have to go home.
I know your story's been sort of told a little bit how you were very much on your way home and back in your living room before you got the call come back for stage two. Just sort of recount that for us. What was the feeling like as you got that call to come back?
I was like proper buzzing. I was like, 'cause I got a phone call from someone. And I thought they was trying to ring me up to say, like, unlucky you was only one spot away, so I cut him off. I was like, I ain't talking to him, I'm fuming. Just my dad just dropped me off, and then he rang again. He's like, "It's important, you better answer." And then Ryan Finesse messaged as well. He said, "Dad, I think you're coming back." I was like, "What?" So like rang back straight away. I was, "Oh, sorry, mate, the Bluetooth was playing out," and obviously I already cut him off. And then yeah, he said, "Yeah, you're coming back." I was like, "Oh, bloody hell, that's amazing." And I was like, "Oh." So then me and the missus got ready, and we drove. We literally went out for something to eat and got back up at Milton Keynes about 11:30 night time.
You had a chance to buy David Pallet a pint yet, or
Now, to be honest, mate, I don't really know him. I've heard his name a lot, but yeah, when I see him, I have to buy him one. Yeah, 100%.
did
Bought a
did
few now actually.
did the way that sort of unravelled, did that take the pressure off at all? Because in some
Yeah,
ways,
because
maybe you
I
weren't
wasn't
meant to be
expecting to be there. To be honest with you, mate, I didn't want to go back. I was fuming. I was literally like, after all that, it was all on it. If I'd have stayed in the hotel where I was on the plus legs, I'd have been through automatically. But I didn't want to risk it. I thought if I get 4 points, I'm guaranteed through. Went 4-2 up, and then the nerves kicked in. Got the better of me, and then I lost. I was like, let's go home. Just go. I was like, I can't like deal with this again. And then yeah. And then when I went back, it was just had a message of one of my mates. He went, "Mate, you got a golden ticket now. Take full advantage of it. There's no pressure." I was like, "Yeah, true." I was like, "I'm not even expecting to be here." Managed to get a good run on the first day to the last 16. Good run on the second day. Saturday was gutting, and then Sunday the good run again.
going into that final day? You obviously needed a few points sort of to get over the line. What was the thinking going into that day?
The worst day was Saturday, I think, because a lot of people was messaging saying 2 points, 2 points, 2 points. My phone was going like, "Come on, you got it, you got it, you got it." I worked myself up a bit too much. I went for a long, long walk with the missus. I must have walked around that stadium about 3 times. Ended up being sick, and it's just like so much nerves. And when I lost Adam Paxton, I was devastated. I was like, "That's me done." So then all night we went out for a meal on the Saturday night, and then I said to her, I said to my missus, that's it. I said, "Well, I don't think I'm going to do well tomorrow." I said, and then let's just go in tomorrow and see what happens. If it happens, it happens. If it don't, challenge tour and MODUS and ADC again. So, and then yeah, just sort of like clicked in, mad.
What was the point on that final day where you realised you'd done it?
Uh, I don't know because I didn't even know after the last 16 game before I played Brad. I'm playing now. So many games that day. I think it was Cam's game. Yeah, the game against Cam. As I was walking back, I didn't know. It was all literally like a blur, and I was like, someone stopped me. I think it was Luke Bodley stopped me actually, and Jack Tweedle.
Mm.
They both said, "Oh, congratulations, you've now got a tour card." I was like, "Hey," he's like, "You go on dark green." I was like, "Because I put my phone on airplane mode." I was like, "I'm not talking to no one." And then my missus told Martin Grierson and Ryan, who I was sat with, not to tell me, like where I have to be or anything. When he like sort of like how many legs I need or whatever. And then I just walked back to the table. I was like, they said that. I looked at her and I was like, well, and then they sort of all jumped up and I was like, "What's going on?" They was like, "You won." I was like, "What, really?" I was like, "I don't know." And it's just it's mad.
It's an amazing
I
story.
said, my missus said to me, it's, I think it's, what was it, 7 years we've been together. I've never seen you like cry. And I said, "Yeah, I can't believe it." Just goes to show how much it means to you. Do you know what I mean? And I was like, it's mental. I didn't expect I'd do that. And I was sitting there going, I'm not that sort of person. Do you know what I mean? It's mental.
Yeah.
Just goes to show how much it sort of means to you. But
For those that haven't seen you play or don't know you so well, you've obviously been playing on the MODUS Super Series for the last couple of years. The ADC's been a big part of the development for a lot of players as well. This isn't come from nowhere, is it? You've been playing good darts for a little while now.
yeah, it's it. It's sort of like, I'm playing when I came back playing 3 years ago, within about 6, 7 months, I played my first debut on Modus, and then sort of just went from there. And the ADC's been playing really well. Averages was getting better and better on the stage. Every time I went back to Modus, I started getting better and better, like creeping into like 95s, hundreds, and I had the 115 average. I was like, bloody hell, didn't know that was sort of. I didn't even think I hit it, and I come off, and Jack Garwood said to me, "You should hit 115." I was like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "I don't know, just weird." And it sort of just started thinking I'm off and right here, and then went to the ADC qualifier, won that one. That was beat Johnny Haynes in the final, and I got to the main ADC and then lost in the final to Devon Peterson, the main over. It's mad. It all just went a bit quick, and then going into Q score, I was so confident, but my darts on the Monday to Wednesday just didn't seem there. Do you know what I mean? I just couldn't get the clicking. It was weird. It's all the pressure, I suppose.
You mentioned that you sort of picked the darts back up 3 years or so ago. What was the reason for putting them down and having a bit of a break?
Um, I don't know. It's got all a bit too much, really. So when I played when I was 18, started doing. Well, I picked up darts when I was 18. My dad and my granddad. I didn't even want to play, if I'm honest. And then they sort of forced me out of playing Call of Duty all the time. And then played like Challenge Tour. It used to be called Challenge Tour then, but it was a development tour. And then all my friends I was the sort of age like 20, 21. Everyone's going out, they're going clubbing, they're sort of going on holidays, like lads' holidays and stuff. I missed all that because I was going around all like driving around the country. At the time I didn't really want it that much. I mean, I was like missing out on all this stuff everyone's doing. I'm driving around, all losing them, getting like fed up. I was on my own. Didn't really know many people. And it was just a bit like, a bit depressing really. My dad was always pushing. I was like, "Well, you're not coming with me. I'm always on my own." It's just a bit like, I don't really like it. So I was like, "I don't really do that anymore." And then gave up and got into playing other stuff, like strongman and stuff and weird stuff,
Okay. What sort of level did you reach with the strongman? Were you doing?
Just doing little competitions, like
Yeah.
local ones and stuff. Not like madness, but start getting into that a little bit, and then met the missus, sort of give that up, and then got back into darts about three. How long have I been in the house now? 4 years, about 3 years ago.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, 2 years now on the PDC tour. What do you think that's going to look like in an ideal world? What would it look like the next 2 years?
Uh, I'm not too sure. I'm literally all like new to it at the moment, so I'm a bit like just go into it with like an open mindset. I suppose it's just sort of like I don't know what to expect. I don't know. It's a bit nervy. Sort of like getting a bit like I don't know, like shut you. I don't know. It's just weird. All week it's just been numb in my head. You know what I mean? Like I sit there and my miss like, "You need to talk to me. What's going through your head?" I was like, "I don't know what's going on." I was like, "I don't know what happened Sunday. It's just mental." All week I've just been trying to process everything. It's just a bit. The calendar had to get ripped up because we sat down at Christmas and writ out the whole challenge stores, ADCs, Moduses. I had my invites for that, and we had to rip all that out this week and so we had to start fresh. So it's a bit, it's weird.
I know you've been at work before we sat down for this interview. how's that going to work as far as trying to fit that in goes? It's obviously midweek pro tours, possibility of getting to Euro tours where you might have to travel on a Thursday to play on a Friday. A lot to consider, I guess.
Yeah, because it's hard. 'Cause I've got a mortgage as well. So it's like we got a mortgage about 4 years ago, so it's like got into that. So my work sponsor me, so they help me out and stuff. And then he just said like I said I'll do groundwork, like 10-hour days. Like literally, I've been out of the house since 6, got home about 6. And then he just said to me, whatever you need to do, we'll go through it. It's 2 years, hopefully do the best. I've been with him 13 years now, my boss. So he's like my mates, one of my best mates' uncles and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? So I was best man at my mate's wedding, and it's like we're quite close. Do you know what I mean? So it's quite good.
Yeah. This is the final one for you. When you head to that first pro tour down in Milton Keynes or wherever it is, I can't remember off the top of my head. Who's the dream draw? Who do you want opposite your name in that draw on day one?
I think any of them, mate, they're all there for a reason, aren't they? So you just got to take it on the chin here. It's like actually, I was talking to someone the other day. I was trying to explain like what it is now, and they're like, "Yeah, so then what happens? You're going to start playing them people on the telly?" I was like, "No, they are the people I'll be playing." So it's like you got to try and like no one sort of. I didn't really get it, but yeah, it's mad. Still don't get the whole. I don't know. I'll get around it in the end. It's all a bit new.
Brilliant. Well, appreciate the time today, Adam. Best of luck for the next couple of years. I'm sure we'll catch up once you've settled into everything.
Yeah, cheers, buddy. Thank you.